So the recent ICE raids in Georgia leaves Korean companies at a complex situation. Experts say the raid will inevitably stymie the execution of upcoming South Korea's investment in the U.S. But what else now awaits Korean firms? Our Kim Do-yeon spoke to experts.
Following last week's U.S. immigration raid at Hyundai's Georgia plant, the South Korean government on Monday held an emergency meeting with major companies investing in the United States. According to the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy, officials heard businesses' concerns, including the need for an expansion of visa quotas. This comes as the raid poses uncertainties and obstacles in executing the hundreds of billions of dollars of investment that Korean companies have pledged to the U.S.
From that perspective, if a company faces major uncertainties over how to structure its investments and divide work between its home and local operations, then it's certainly possible that both investment and strategic plans could be delayed.
The raid highlights a central tension, calls for local American hires. However, as Korean companies expand and invest in the U.S., in the initial stages, the advanced facilities promised depend on trained engineers from Korea. This reliance makes dispatching Korean employees essential, which will get harder due to the recent raid.
Korean employees coming to the U.S. are going to face tougher checks, more document reviews, more interviews. For the companies, that means higher spending on proper visa sponsorship, legal advice, compliance. And for the employees, it probably means more time at the border or longer processing overall.
Beyond securing the correct visas, experts now say proper training in dealing with immigration authorities could now become a must.
They need to be trained on how to answer ICE agent questions properly, not to insinuate that they're working on things that are outside the very narrowly tailored scope under the what we call FAN, Foreign Affairs Manual, which specifies specific carve-outs under the ESTA holders and B1 visa holders.
The billions pledged by Korean companies span from shipbuilding cooperation to advanced chip plants. Realizing the full potential of these projects will ultimately depend on diplomatic solutions between the two governments. In the meantime, it's not just the Georgia plant at risk. Other Korean investments in the U.S. will also need to brace for such challenges. Kim Do-yeon, Arirang News.